Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday, hump day. It's hump day. With the holiday coming in, it's kind of, lost touch of that. But I am Trina of Aloma Solutions. I'm an intuitive self-love and relationship coach. And I wanted to come on and talk about this post I posted this morning. Reposted. Actually, I posted this a couple years ago. But I feel like I need to talk about it again because honestly, with cuffing season coming, and what I mean by cuffing season is as the weather cooled down, a lot of folks are looking to, kind of house in or hose up with somebody. And a lot of times, people do this as a way to it's only for themselves. It's not for a relationship. It's basically just to have convenient, and I'm putting quotation marks up, companionship during the months where it's cold. A lot of times people do this to take as much as they can from an individual because it is the holiday season and we have a tendency to want to buy and give folks everything. And this morning I'm talking from a female's point of view, from a woman's point of view, because that's what I am, a woman. And I wanted to give you guys a little bit of time to actually read this. So I hope you've been reading as I've been talking, because this right here is a real thing. This is a real thing. And I can guarantee you that anyone who uses this tactic is someone who has been hurt by a female, by a woman. Someone who's been hurt by a woman. And they are... they're striking out. They're striking out. This is someone who probably was hurt by their mom, or who, and these are the ones who are probably mama's boys, but they really don't deep down like women. Somebody's hurt them. Somebody's done whatever, to put them in this space that makes them feel as if manipulation is the way that they go about doing it. Because this is not just about how to get a woman or how to get a mate. This is about purposely setting out months and months of planning to hurt someone, right? Months and months of planning of how to hurt someone. So this individual is totally someone who's been hurt, who's striking out, and probably narcissistic, has narcissistic tendencies. But trust me, this happens more than I like to think about, but it totally happens. And not just that it happens, and not just that I am reading this right here whenever I post it. I've spoken about this several times in the past. Several times in the past, because someone actually verbalized this to me. And I don't know why they felt like I was the female, I say female because, I'm talking women, that I was the woman that they trusted to tell this to, like, I don't know, maybe the therapist in me or the coach in me has always been there to make people like tell their secrets or tell whatever it is. But this right here is a real thing. So basically what this is, if you've had a chance to read it, or if you haven't had a chance to read it, you're just listening. This is a man who goes about telling men how to manipulate women. And he's saying he's been using the same tactic for years. And I know it works. I've seen it work, right? The basic tactic is be everything to someone in those first few months. 3 months. If they go 4 to 5 months, they probably more of a dedicated, and they probably more of a dedicated ass clown, and they've probably been deeper hurt, hurt more deeply or whatever. But they go through these months, 3 to 5 months, where they are basically being Prince Charming. They are being everything that you want a man to be. They're saying the things that you want your man to say. They are doing all the sweet things, all the nice things, and you beginning to feel as if this is exactly your person. This is my person. He knows me. He gets me. He's on top of it. These are the ones who listen to what you say and they manipulate it down to the bone for the first 3 to 5 months. And what happens is, after that time is up, where they have got you into a space where you feel like all of your dreams have come true, they start pulling away, right? They start pulling away all of a sudden. We're not going to talk to her. We're not going to text her. We're going to be mad. We're going to do this and do that. And what we have a tendency to do is what I like to call future fantasizing. When we were in that 3 to 5 months of bliss, we have already fantasized our future with this person about how it's going to look, how it's going to be, you know, what kind of babies we're going to have, what kind of trips we're going to take, the kind of pictures we can post on social, you know, all this crazy crap that we go into when we start imagining a future with someone. We go into all of that future fantasizing, so that when they start being cold, when they start withdrawing from you, you in your head think, what happened? What did I do to change? Or what happened? You know, what changed our dynamics? What changed that, you know, that goodness that I felt in those 3 to 5 months? What changed? And you work your butt off trying to figure it out, right? And I promise you, this can go on for years and years and years, because those first 3 to 5 months are kind of like an addiction now. You have become so focused on those 3 to 5 months in the beginning and that future fantasy that you have put in your head about what could be for the next year, for the next 10 years. Trust me, it goes on it can go on until the individual gets tired of playing with you and totally kick you to the curb, or until you realize that who you thought this person was is not that person. But this go on and on, because what you're doing is now you're trying to figure out what went wrong, and you keep trying to make up and do stuff to bring it back. I want to feel that feeling again. It's just like an addict waiting for their next high, waiting for their next push, or whatever addicts wait for. It's just like you're addicted to that feeling that you got, that feeling in the beginning. And you do stuff and you keep on trying to prove that you are, you know, this person, and you keep on trying to bring back that feeling. As the song says, you try to bring back that loving feeling. And the thing is, that feeling was never loving. That feeling was never loving. That the feeling that they presented to you was manipulation. It was to get your mind in that space to make you think that this is who they are, and therefore when they start pulling away, it has something to do with you. And you beat yourself up, and you worry, and you all the stuff that you do to try to bring it back to what it was. And the truth of the matter is, that person never was. That person never existed in the first place. Just like that. And this is true. I'm telling you, I've heard it in real life, not just over social media. This is what some men do. And I can guarantee you, if you look deeper into that man who used this manipulation tactic to get women, they have been hurt by their moms. They've been hurt by some female figure in their lives. They have, whether it's a mom, usually when it's this deep, it's a mom, it's a parent, it's a person who's in authority, or the person that they really cared for turned them down or embarrassed them or made them feel like less than, or whatever it was. But for a person to dedicate 4 to 5 months of their lives just to manipulate, just to hurt someone that they don't know anything about, you have to understand that this goes way deeper than just trifling. This goes way deeper than just trifling. And I just want you to understand that when you are in a relationship, or you think that you are in a relationship, look at the here and now. Look at what they're presenting to you in your face right now. Oops, y'all. Y'all, I didn't mean for y'all to see all of that. Okay, I tried to lean out, but that's okay. Y'all kind of look less. It's not that bad. It's just I didn't want to be on camera. But you guys look at the here and now. Look at what's happening in your face right now. I always say, it's about the patterns. Now, this person has already set up a pattern to make you believe that, this is the constant. This is what it is. And like I said, you can see right here, he says the first 4 to 5 months, be everything they want you to be. Good morning texts, massages, be romantic. And then he goes right here to stop it all cold, and I have seen so many people be permanently on them, trying to figure it out, trying to figure out what they did wrong. What, excuse the vulgarness here, but it comes from a vulgar person who's in a dark space, a dark sunken space. But I need you to pay attention to this, because I'm telling you, when that addiction, that first 3 to 5 months addiction of perfection, that feeling that everything you wanted is there in front of you, it is a strong pull. But when the time comes and you are seeing consistent action that shows you that this person is not this romantic person of those 4 or 5 months, he said it himself, never existed in the first place. We have to be aware. I'm not saying put your guard up so high that your heart can't accept dates or your heart can't accept the possibility of love. What I'm saying is stay in the here and now. Don't use memory. Don't use memory to talk away what's in front of you, what is right there in front of you. The action, the present action. Don't use that memory to talk away the present action in front of you. Because I promise you, you can go for years trying to find out what happened, and you're catering to this person, you're doing all this stuff trying to make up for it, thinking that you did something that messed it up, when in reality, this person was planning to manipulate, whether they were planning to manipulate or not. Even if this right here is not intentionally in their head, you still have to look at a person's actions, their present actions in front of you right now. You have to look at their action. You can't try to remember how it was good. Don't remember those 4 to 5 months, because that 45 years that you spend trying to get back something that never was will be hell. It will be hell. You're losing. You won't just be losing your relationship, you'll be losing your confidence, your esteem, you'll be losing possibly money, definitely be losing money, you'll be losing sleep, and you'll be losing so much of yourself because you're so worried about what you did wrong, right? And this is crazy. As crazy as this is, like I said, this is coming from a person who is mentally deranged or unstable or whatever, because to spend that much time in your life to try to manipulate a person, that's some type of childhood trauma with their mama, with their auntie, with their older cousin, with something that happened in their lives that made them hate women. Nobody dedicate that amount of time just to get sex, right? Nobody dedicate that time just to get whatever. This is a person that has a true problem, right? So I'm coming on this morning. Like I said, I posted this a couple of years ago, but I've talked about this, about future fantasizing, about staying out of that future thoughts about what could be, and stay in the present. Stay in the present of what's happening now. Don't depend on the memory, because the memory could be anything, whether they were truly that person or not. What you have to go on right now is the right here and right now. That's what you have to go on right now, the right here and right now. Don't get lost in the memory. Don't get lost in the future fantasizing. The future fantasizing will put you in a space where you are unhappy for years and years, because you're trying to reach a fantasy that's never going to happen. But you've placed it in your mind to believe that it can happen. You've placed it in your mind to believe that it can happen. So I'm just telling you guys, stay in the present. Stay in the present. This can truly turn your life upside down. If you've ever been in this space where you've been trying to figure it out, you understand what I'm saying. You know, and if you need help getting out of it, if you need help breaking that cycle, this is part of the premise of where my coaching blueprint comes from. I'm not saying that this is, this, but when I think about, and this just crossed my mind as I was talking, when I think about my coaching blueprint, especially the blueprint of getting over a breakup, this is where it starts. This is where it starts. It starts with that initial feeling. It starts with that time where you're trying to figure out what you did wrong, and it takes you to the present time, take you to the present. It brings you to the present. Yeah, Angie, there are so many women that deal with this, and it is horrible because it's manipulation at its finest. It is manipulation, and so many people fall for it because they want it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with wanting something good in your life and you want to be romanticized and want somebody to say the right things. They want the massages, they want all the good stuff, but you have to be aware of what's happening in the here and now. You have to be aware, because when you get caught in this cycle between memories and future fantasizing, that space in between is pure hell. It's pure hell. And I just wanted to come on and talk to you guys about that. Now, that is what I initially wanted to speak on, but I also wanted to make an announcement as well. You guys have heard me talk about the Release and Renew Cruise Retreat, and it has been placed on my heart that I don't know how safe this can be, right, as far as the cruise is concerned. I'm sure cruises will become safe eventually, but I don't know if March will be enough time for that to happen, especially since this virus seems to not be caring about, the time frame that the world placed on it. So what I have taken into heart, I've talked to my speakers. I've spoken to the folks who have made their deposits and for the cruise retreat. And the announcement is we are going to bring this back to land. We're going to bring this back to land. And I wanted to show you the video of the past women's retreat.
Have to be in a certain space in order to meditate. You can meditate and it doesn't have to take a long period of time. So I really enjoyed that section with the area. I could just feel freely and open, just kind of really be the true me. So that's my favorite part. The label. We had a kind of do a deep dive into our own past and how it affects us currently. I think that was really good.
The mirror reflecting was another favorite. The burning of the wood stick was yet another favorite. My favorite part about the retreat was everything. I don't have one favorite part. It was everything.
It's just a good way to just release some things that you've been holding and not realizing that we hold a lot of things back.
I think that in our Western society, we're very kind of frantic and fast-paced, and we don't do a lot of introspection. We just kind of keep running like hamsters on a wheel. And I feel like this gave me a chance to kind of just sit back and reset based on my own pace and what I wanted.
I just feel like it comes upon everyone's life when they just really needs to stop being afraid and learn to face what their major fears are and were.
I would definitely recommend it. I would definitely plan to come even next year.
I would definitely recommend it to everybody that I come in contact with.
I'll be back next year.
And I just wanted to share that was my video recap of the retreat from 2019 before we got into COVID. And that is the location and the format that I'm going to use in 2022, simply because I want to ensure everybody is safe, everybody is comfortable, and we're still able to enjoy ourselves to the fullest without so much restriction. And I know that this location is able to accommodate us in that way. So I will have more information coming on that about how we're going to change that over a little bit from the cruise to on land location. I will be coming with more information about that. Like I said, I've spoken with the folks who've already placed their down payments and their thoughts around it, and they are totally down for it. And I look forward to it because I really enjoyed this location. This space was so beautiful. I wish I can, let me see if I can show y'all something. I wish I can show y'all something. I'm going to wait until I can get the video back up again and I'll place a video up. But I'm going to be providing the links so you guys can check that out. I'm going to come on with more information about that because the dates changed a little bit due to with the cruise, you go with what the cruise schedule. With on location, I'm more flexible in the scheduling of how we go about doing it. But more information will be coming, and hopefully you guys will be able to join us on that with minus the the concerns, the safety concerns and issues and whatnot. I truly had to think about that for a while because I was set on the cruise, and we will definitely do a cruise retreat in the future. But right now, I want us to be as safe as possible, and I want people to be able to enjoy themselves without the fear of, what's going on. So anyway, that's what I have for you guys this morning. Please think about what I said about this whole manipulation tactic. And it honestly, if you get to a point where you are not looking at the individual outside of yourself, this kind of stuff will be automatically. When you get to a point where you can trust your intuition, you can trust what you feel in yourself, without relying on any type of desperation, or without relying on any type of a fear of being by yourself, or not being able to get who you think you're supposed to get, and that type of thing. This will automatically check itself. This type of issue will automatically check itself when you can depend on yourself, when you can depend on your intuition. I am in no way advising, guard your heart. When I say that, I'm not talking about being aware and being cautious. What I'm saying is, I don't want your wall to be so built up that you're not open to any type of love, any type of positivity to come in. So I say just proceed with awareness, proceed with wisdom. And to be able to do that, it starts with you being able to trust yourself and your intuition about folks, and not just depending on those first 5 months of speaking with someone, or that future fantasizing that we do about what could be. So that's what I have for you guys this morning. As said, I will have more information about the new location for the Release and Renew retreat. You guys stay tuned. If you have any questions, please place them in the comments below, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other, because we are all connected, and I will see you guys on the other side.